need everybody to just breathe with me. Inhale through your nose. Now exhale. Now I want you to stand up. And I want you to hold the person's hand next to you. And I want you to take another deep breath, holding their hand. Now exhale. Did anybody feel the difference between when you took that breath by yourself and when you took that breath holding somebody's hand? Because there's a difference. You can sit down. There is a difference. See, when we talk about it takes a village, for me, it took a village to help me to breathe. And for some of you, when life shows up, it's going to take a village to help you to breathe. See, there are things in our life that can literally take the breath from our bodies and cause us to literally feel like we can't make it, to literally make us feel like we're incompetent or incapable, or how can I go next, or how can I take this next step or move forward because life showed up. And regardless of how great you are, regardless of the letters behind your name or in front of your name, regardless of your social economic status, regardless of who you're kin with or not kin with, life shows up for all of us. And without a village, when life shows up, you won't be able to breathe. And so I want to talk to you a little bit today about the importance of your breath as it relates to you believing in the village. See, what I love about what I see out here in the audience today is that we all look different. And sometimes, based on our cultural belief, based on our social economic status, we are taught not to believe in, not to ask for help of somebody that does not look like us. And so the first thing we must do is get over us. The first thing we must do in order to breathe is get over us, because if I'm bleeding out and you don't look like me, but you have the ability to stop my bleeding, it would be insane for me not to ask for help. Right? It would be insane for me to just say, I don't want her to touch me, or I don't want him to touch me because he don't look like me, or he doesn't come from my village, or he doesn't come from my community, or I was warned about people that look like that. Oh, we have so many isms, so many biases, and the truth of the matter is, at the end of the day, we're all the same. We all bleed the same blood, and we all stand in the need of help at some point. At some point, we need somebody else to help us to breathe. Yes? Can you remember the last time you was in a situation and you literally felt like, and your heart is racing, and you feel very anxious, and your blood is racing, and to the person who is not in that situation, they don't have the heart palpitations. They're not feeling what you feel. But how comforting it is when somebody say, hey sis, hey bro, let me help you breathe. Literally, you can feel calm and peace coming to you, right? And so for me, BREATHE is an acronym. So the first letter is believe. Why is that important? Because you have to first believe that there are people out here, regardless of what they look like, regardless of their social economic status, regardless of the hood that they come from, that they can help you. So you have to first believe in the village. Because just like everybody else has already shared, it takes a village to succeed. There is no I in team, and there is no I in family, and it definitely is no I when it comes to raising a child or children. Even when you're married, you still need other people. Yes? So the R is for release. I talked about overcoming ourselves. Well, we have to release all of those negative beliefs, all of those things that will keep us saying, I'm bleeding. It is me standing in the need of help. And I know I may not look like you. I know I may not come from the same school or the same college or the same church, but I'm still the one in need. Can you help me? And I know it takes courage to ask for help, but that's why belief is so important, because you got to believe that there is help available and that help is already waiting for you when you just say, hey, it's me. I watch oftentimes how people will negate or neglect or reject help just because of their own isms, their own disbeliefs, or their own limiting mindset. Where somebody else will say, I don't care, I am what I am, I still need help. Regardless of who I chose to be, regardless of whether you accept me or validate me, I still need help. And so since help is available and I qualify for help, help me. Yes? The E is for embrace. Oftentimes, because of our isms, it is hard for us to embrace what's possible. And I want to encourage you all today, every time you take a breath, that you're believing that there are people out there waiting for you to ask for help. And there are people out there waiting for you to just say, I'm in need. Because people that are living on the abundant side of things are always looking for people to pour into, to sow into, to give back to. So release all of the things that keep you bound and paralyzed, because that's silliness. Embrace the possibility of your new next. The next thing I want you to do is accept what you can't control. You can't control who lives, and you can't control who dies. You can't control who works for you. You can't control who don't work for you, even when you employ them. Yes? Because as an employer, I've hired some people on resume that were very qualified and still didn't work. And I've hired people and I've fired people and they still didn't leave. And I had to accept what I couldn't control, because it's those things that then require you to go through a process. And sometimes we want just a microwavable result. But you got to be willing to go through the process. And then I want you guys to take action. When you know better, you do better, yes? I want you to heal. Healing starts with forgiving yourself. If nobody else told you, let me be the first one to tell you, you no longer get to insult you. You no longer get to insult you. You no longer get to put you down. You can only say that you're getting better. That's the only thing that's allowed, because your words matter. So forgive you so that you can forgive others. And then the last E, elevate. Go to the next level. And that's how you breathe. My name is Obioma Martin. Thank you for your time.